Hey everyone, what's up? Got a fun little review today. I was actually pretty excited. I went to Target and I found the new Power of the Primes Legend class figures, Battleslash and Roadtrap. And I was very interested in these two for reasons that are going to be apparent why I'm actually doing them at the same time. Normally I'd like to kind of space things out, kind of do one at a time. But these guys, I felt like I kind of had to do as a pair. And I'll tell you why in a minute. First, right out the bat, you just see lovely little packaging. For Battleslash, I'm actually a little upset because on that packaging, you see him holding one of his propeller blades as a sword. The toy can't do that. They are permanently attached to his arms, the helicopter blades. You can't do anything with them. A little bummed out, but, whatever. Now you turn them in the back. And it's basically the same thing for both of them. They both have the same little blurb. You literally just swap out the other guy's name for the other one. And then they also have all the Legend class figures from Power of the Primes as well as Titan's Returns. They all have that gimmick where the Prime Masters or Power Masters, whatever you want to call them this go around, can actually ride on them. Very poorly implemented on these figures. And again, you'll see why in a minute. I'm just going to open these, so yeah, be right back. And I have returned. So now, I decided to put them in vehicle mode first, just because their vehicle modes are kind of awful. Battleslash mainly, because he's not even like a helicopter. He's just like some vague helicopter-shaped robot. Propellers barely even spin. Now, Roadtrap, you're like, what's wrong with Roadtrap? Yeah, and for that, I'll say he's not as terrible, but at the same time, he is literally a crotch sticking out the back of a truck. So, real quick, that's all that's really to them. Though, they do have these little notches on them, like right here, where if you take one of the Prime Masters, like this guy, now you can make them ride them like the other Legends class figures. But these guys, they don't really make sense for them to be ridden, so they just basically become power cores. And it looks terrible. It looks as terrible as it was implemented. So now, real quick, just gonna change these into robots. This guy's pretty simple. Just fold this out. Put these here. They say simple, but I'm just struggling here. This little part just annoys the crud out of me. Doesn't help the fact that my fingers are very pudgy and round. I gotta stop insulting myself like that, but at the same time, it's true. So, that's Roadtrap. Now, Battleslash. This guy really upsets me because he's way more complicated than he should be, considering how he looks. Just gotta move these out of the way. He has like this weird, like, double layer thing going on. I don't know why. Especially for this size. Just fold these down. Why didn't I edit this? No, Sean, you gotta show them the transformation. How else will you do a toy review about a Transformer if you don't show the transformation? Why do I do this to myself? I don't even think I got any of that on the screen. Okay, sorry for that little jump cut. Now, I have them in robot mode. Now, Roadtrap is a bit on the square proportion side. Now, you might be wondering, I'm pretty sure you mean boxy proportions. Yeah. No. No, he is very flat. He is a very, very flat figure. Now, Battleslash, on the other hand, is pretty beefy. Especially those thick legs. I mean, what? Also, this kind of bugs me. Look at how freely that spins. Why couldn't that be like that on the vehicle mode? You know, the part where it's supposed to. Whatever. Anyway, both these guys have the standard articulation. They got, you know, elbows, woo, knees, woo, shoulders, woo. Why am I doing that? I don't know. I'm tired. I'm sorry. They got head. Yeah. Which is actually impressive, considering what I'm about to do. Observe. If you can. If you really got to get a better setup. I know I've been saying that, but I mean it this time. No. There we go. I could be doing a Voltron quote, but I'm not going to. Though I probably should. That just came out on Netflix today. Season 5 did, at least. Well, technically season, like, what, 3.5? Is anyone actually counting those little half-episode things as seasons? I don't think so. That was one franchise I never really cared about growing up. Like, I liked the design, but for the most part, just the story never grabbed me. Okay, and if you made it through my insane rantings, I was too busy ranting about Voltron to realize I mistransformed the arms. Silly me. Now, if you survive through that, you are rewarded with a fairly good robot. Much like the other guys, he does have a wide range of articulation. You got the head. You can, because of how it's stored in the body, you can actually move it forward a bit. Even tilt it a tiny bit back. Because the other guy's head serves as a waist connector, he actually has a waist joint, functioning knees, functioning elbows. Now, for the combined form, the only thing I can think of that would be a deterrent for this figure is a lack of weaponry. If he came with like a little blaster, or like the clip art for Battleslash, if he could use his propellers as a sword, that would have been really neat. I get it, they have a budget they need to work with. And I'm actually really surprised we got this homage to a random 1980s figure. Really, they didn't even have robot modes. They just were like a little helicopter and a little truck that smashed together and formed this guy. Now, if they actually gave him his own weapons, this would have been like a 10 out of 10 out of 10. The only thing that really... Well, actually, that's a lie. It'd probably be about an 8.5 just because you need to buy each robot separately. I mean, it's kind of weird that they don't advertise this. Like, if you look at the package, you will not see the, can combine to form another robot. They list it in the instructions, but not on the cross-sell. You'd think on the cross-sell they'd be, find this guy so you can form this super awesome robot. And another thing about this thing, and I'm going to upset a lot of people doing this, Mecha Shiva. Yeah. I'm not going to do the Hank and Dean. Mecha Shiva, 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 Mecha Shiva. Oh, God, I'm pretty sure my dad just heard that. Oh, God. Oh, I am out of the will now. Just for, not for any racist reasons, just because I just made a total jerk out of myself. I just realized how bad that sounded as soon as I said it. Should I scrap that? Maybe. I might go back later and scrub this. But for now, I do apologize about this disjointed review. But if you see Battleslash and Roadtrap together in the wild, definitely pick them up. They're really fun robots to mess around with. And their combined mode is actually really nice. It's just the lack of accessories that's kind of, weighing it down a tiny bit. But whatever. Whatevs. Till next time, I'll probably try and get a more set schedule. That's a lie. You can't really see it, but I'm whispering into the microphone to denote that I'm being sarcastic when I say that's a lie. Why am I doing this? Are you still watching? Are you going to subscribe? No? Oh. Okay. Bye.